We are about to begin PowerPoint. Microsoft PowerPoint is an electronic presentation program that helps people present a speech using slides. The program is beneficial to the speakers that are giving presentations because it helps the presenter remember the presentation and keeps their thoughts or ideas in order. An electronic presentation program is also helpful to the audience. By both hearing and seeing the information, the audience can better retain important points in the presentation. Using PowerPoint can add pizzazz to the presentation with graphics such as clip art, photographs, and motion clips. Sounds or audio can also be included to add emphasis to the presentation. Before electronic presentation programs like Microsoft PowerPoint, presenters would need to print out visual aids and copy them onto a clear sheet of plastic called transparency film. In order for the audience to view the visual aid, the sheet of transparency film would need to be placed on top of an overhead projector. When you open Microsoft PowerPoint, you will see a screen displaying an entire sheet of paper. In order to open Microsoft PowerPoint, click Start, All Programs, use your scroll bar to scroll down till you see Microsoft Office. Click on Microsoft Office, then scroll and look until you see Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 and click to open the document. Open PowerPoint. What it opens to is a blank PowerPoint screen. We still have our title bar just like we do in Microsoft Word, and we have our ribbon. This sheet of paper that you see here is called a slide. It is used to display information. The first slide you will see is called the title slide. It has two boxes in it. See the little dashed lines? One text box says click to add title, and the other text box says click to add subtitle. This is a great way to remember to always add a title slide to your presentation. The title slide is generally the first slide of your presentation, and it is used to tell the title of the presentation and the author or authors, which would be you in most cases. The title slide of a presentation is very similar to the cover of a book. When you open PowerPoint, your computer begins preparing a blank presentation, starting with that title slide. The bar that runs across the top of the screen and lists the name of the presentation as well as the name of the program is called the title bar, very similar to Microsoft Word. When you open a new blank presentation, the word presentation appears followed by a number until you save the file with a different name. At the left side of the title bar is the File tab. Click the button that displays a drop-down menu and that allows you to open, save, print, and send your presentation just like you see in Microsoft Word. This is the File tab menu. Just above the File tab is your Quick Access toolbar. The default buttons on this toolbar are Save, Redo, and Undo. Additional buttons can be added to the Quick Access toolbar. The title bar also contains your Minimize button, your Maximize or Restore Down button, and your Close or Exit button. Below the title bar is a row of words. These words are actually the tabs that identify the ribbon. The ribbon is a row of tools that has replaced the various toolbars from other versions of Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. Clicking a tab will allow you to access those tools and to see them on the ribbon. For instance, our Home tab is where most of our editing of text will be. Your Insert tab is what you will use to insert or put other types of information inside your document or your PowerPoint. The Home tab includes tools to format and edit your text, such as cut, copy, font size, alignment, and slide layout. The Insert tab includes a variety of items that can be inserted into your presentation, such as tables, pictures, clip art, shapes, charts, and videos. There are many other tabs that we will get to later on. Notice how a separate tab appears when we click in a text box. This is an additional tab that we might need when we're going to add something, particularly when it comes to text boxes or graphics in any sort of way. When you move your mouse pointer over the buttons on the ribbon, a small pop-up label will appear. This is called a screen tip. Notice how the bold, Control B, make the selected text bold appeared when I moved my mouse over it. The ribbon can be minimized, though I prefer it not be until you're really used to it and using PowerPoint on a regular basis. Along the right side of the screen is usually a scroll bar. You may also have a scroll bar at the bottom of the screen. This allows you to move up and down if your presentation is quite large. You can also move up and down your slides using page up and page down on your keyboard. At the bottom of the Microsoft PowerPoint window is the status bar. This is our status bar. On the status bar includes the slide number and the theme of your slides. At the far right of the status bar, you have your various layout or view options and your zoom slider. This allows you to increase and decrease the size of your PowerPoint, what you see on the screen. Along the bottom of the screen is the Windows taskbar. At the left side of the taskbar, you have your Start button. After the Start button are some quick launch buttons that allow you to quickly access programs such as Windows Media Player or Windows Explorer or Internet Explorer. Notice how I have PowerPoint open and Internet Explorer. To easily go back and forth between the two, I just click on them at the bottom of the screen. I can just click, click, click. These special controls in the taskbar depend on the programs that you have opened, the way your computer is set up. The far right of your taskbar, you have your time and date. If you place your cursor over the time, you may see a pop-up box appear with a calendar. In the taskbar is also a small picture of a speaker or microphone. This speaker is what allows you to change your sound level. That is our volume control. So in summary, presentation programs act like an electronic outline used to present information. Graphics such as clip art, photographs, video, and audio clips can be added to a presentation to aid in comprehension and to add interest. Sounds can also be added to a presentation to add emphasis. Presentation programs help the speaker by keeping their thoughts in order and helping him or her to remember the presentation. Presentation programs help the audience members remember the information presented because they not only hear it from the speaker, but they also see it. A presentation is also more interesting when there are visual aids. Each screen in an electronic presentation is called a slide. The page up and page down buttons move you from slide to slide within a presentation. PowerPoint allows you to print out handouts for your audience members so that they can follow along easily with the presentation. A design theme can be added to a presentation to add a colorful background with coordinating text. You will be learning how to do all of those things as we get more and more into PowerPoint.